Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video here at the Armory. So today's topic is going to be top 5 firearms for home defense. So let's just get right into it, shall we? So the firearms that I'm going to be doing have all been safety checked, and they are unloaded and they are safe to use. So first on the list is going to be, now this is not in any particular order of first one is the best and then it gets worse, or the last one is the best. It's just, I'm just showing you what firearms I believe that I am in possession of that could be used towards home defense. So the first one on the list is going to be the Glock 19. Probably one of the most reliable firearms out there on the market. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have owned the Glock 19 for the better part of 10 years. It's not always my go-to handgun when it comes to home defense, but I'm just trying to make sure that I put like one of the most popular firearms in one of my videos, and that would be the Glock 19. Now, why do I think the Glock 19 is very good for home defense? Well, one, they standard, unless you live in California or New York or Washington State, they standard 15-round magazine that they come with. You generally get 2 of them. And then you can also go out and purchase the 33-round mags. Those are becoming readily available now, whether they are manufactured by Glock or whether you can find third-party ones. But I also think that, the other handguns that I've shown before, like the Beretta or the High Power or my CZ, would be a good candidate in this position because they all use 15-round magazines and they're all 9mm. So rather than bring out all 9mm pistols that I have that are 15 rounds, I'm trying to keep it a little of a mixture, kind of keep it fair is what I'm trying to say. So the Glock 19, I believe this is a Gen 3 that I have, but one way or the other, very easy to maintain, very easy to field strip. Can put a light right here on the firearm, and like I said, comes with 2 15-round magazines. Can't go wrong with that as a home defense firearm, or even just your everyday carry on the homestead. The next one is going to be my wife's concealed carry, and that is going to be the Sig Sauer P365. And this guy right here, again, safety check, everything's good. This guy right here comes with this pack that she got. It came with 3 12-round magazines. So 12-round magazines, still is in a good range, but the thing that also makes this very versatile to have is the fact of its size. With the magazine in here, this can fit easily a guy with a full-size, it's a full-size grip for a guy with bigger hands. So this guy right here, I have personally shot, and it actually handles pretty well. Another reason why I got this version is so that it has the manual safety on there for her. I always thought that that would be something, for a newcomer, is something good to train with before you just start going on to the firearms that have no safety, and the only thing that keeps you from firing the gun is pressing the trigger. But P365 has always been a very good concealed carry firearm, and I believe that this is a good candidate as a home defense firearm. So the next one on the list is kind of what I would say is something that a lot of people would say, why go for something like this? But again, just trying to give it a little bit of variety. And the next one on the list is going to be the 1911 45 ACP. Now, obviously, as you guys can see right here, empty chamber, empty magazine well. So what is it about the 1911 that I think it belongs in the list of top 5 firearms for home defense? Well, for one, you've got to understand that when it comes to home defense, even with a gun that only holds, in most cases, 7 rounds or 8 rounds, or you can get magazine extensions, the 1911 is still a very accurate firearm and a very well tested firearm. And if people don't want to carry the 45 as their home defense weapon, they can easily go out and find the ones that shoot 9mm. I've got nothing against that. I would rather people just be protected with the gun that they choose. But the 1911 also has a very good size to weight ratio, and it's got the 5-inch barrel, so you're going to have a really good accuracy in that department. And also, if you know how to use this firearm properly, you have no problem defending your whole entire home with this firearm. It's just also very ergonomic. It's very slim. And the one thing that I forgot to mention about the P365 is the fact that you can mount lights to it, but also because of its size, you can clear corners very well, and you're not going to get hung up as well. With 1911, that does, with that 5-inch government barrel, you're not going to be able to clear corners as tightly as you could with the P365 or even with the Glock, but you do have a lot more stopping power with the 45. A lot of people want to sit here and say, oh, 9mm has just as much stopping power or anything like that. The truth of it is that 9mm is designed to penetrate and go through the target. If you have hollow points, they'll mushroom on the target. 45 was designed to hit a person and hit them hard enough to where it is going to stop them. It's going to hit them, and it's not going to make them fall backwards on their back. But what that's going to do, unless the guy is doped up on like PCP, for example, or any other kind of drug that's going to make him almost invincible to the point of blood loss, the whole entire point of the 1911 is to penetrate the target and deliver enough of a punch to the bad guy to where he's not going to keep coming at you. He's going to stall a little bit, and then if you hit him again, he's going to stall again, and that is going to be something that you guys might want to take into consideration when choosing a firearm. The 9mm, great self-defense firearm or caliber. I have no problem with it, but it is designed to penetrate the target and go through the target. That's why a lot of people carry 9mm, because it deals more in the penetration department and delivers more damage to the target rather than the slug hitting the target like a 45 would and delivering more of an impact to the person to more or less push them back a little bit or stall them a little bit. So now that we've been through the pistols, now comes the last two sections for this is going to be the rifles. So you guys have seen this rifle before. Here is my AR-15. Again, go ahead and we'll do quick safety check. You can see nothing in the chamber, no magazine. All right. So the reason why I think that this guy belongs in the category is, well, just look at it. Not only do I have a red dot on here, which, it is night vision capable, but I don't have night vision. But let's just say that I did. Pretty good setup right here. So I've got a red dot on top of here. I've also got a flashlight with a pressure pad, so I can just push down on it. Or if I really wanted to blind the guy, I just rapidly push. I just need to push that pad twice, go boom, boom, and then we've got a strobe effect. So that's going to blind the person. If I want to get their attention, I just literally have this, and then I can just go pressure pad. Make sure that's coming in the video. I'm sure you guys can see it. But literally just get his attention, pressure pad, and let them know, hey, guys, don't screw around with me. So, and also 30-round magazine. Can't go wrong with that when it's shooting 5.56, 223. So, obviously, and I'm not going to use the 3 times magnifier inside my own house because that's meant for range. But just the fact that I have a red dot on here and a flashlight, that's a pretty good setup for nighttime combat, especially if I'm trying to just get the guy out of my house. And if the strobing flashlight doesn't scare him off, well, I've got 30 rounds of 223, 5.56 ready to go. So that's another reason why I think that this firearm should be in this list. Now, this is kind of a little bit of a wild card right here in terms of rifle. Now, everyone knows of shotguns and everything, but this one that I have is actually kind of a unique specimen. So this one right here is called the PW87 lever action shotgun. Now, this guy is the only shotgun that I have. I don't have a pump action, but this will do just the same exact thing, only instead of a pump action, you got a lever action. So, for eagle-eyed viewers, yes, this is the same firearm. Generally speaking, this is the same firearm that was used in the Terminator, except his was actually the pistol grip design. This is a full rifle design because I've got the buttstock on here. Now, this guy will carry, let's see, if I remember correctly, this guy will carry 5 shells in the tubular magazine of, 12 gauge shotgun shells. I have not put 3-inch shells through this thing, but I believe this will only do 2 3/4 slugs through here, if I remember correctly. I don't have the owner's manual anymore. I've had this thing for years. This was one of the first few firearms that I had purchased back in the day. But it actually is a unique specimen. But the reason why shotguns should be in the list is for 2 very obvious reasons. You can change the shotgun shell to either a birdshot and then buckshot and then birdshot and then buckshot if you want to get the idea across the guy's mind is that, hey, I'm going to give you a warning shot. Like, if you're going to come at me, and this is, I'm not telling anyone what to do, but you could have birdshot in here, and that's going to give you a bigger spread pattern that could hit multiple targets. And birdshot still is lethal, still can hurt people, but you can walk away from it, where you might be giving them a chance to say, hey, get out of here and run away. And then, if they choose not to, then you have the opportunity to load up your buckshot and then take care of business. So, just like, for example, unfortunately, since I don't have the pump action, I can't sit here and go like that. But what I can do is this. That still is an intimidating sound. So, just even the fact of, you hear a bump in the night, you see the perpetrators, and then you're here and you go, you guys get out of my house right now. They're still going to know, like, hey, this guy is not someone you want to fool around with. So, there we go. So, I hope this video was a fun video for you guys. I've got some pretty unique firearms coming to you guys pretty soon that I'm going to be making videos on. Just haven't brought them out yet because I have a few ideas of how I want to reveal these guns and all that kind of stuff. So, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Hope you guys are having a really good day today. And be on the lookout for more content coming down the pipe. Now that hunting season, when it comes to rut and the gun season coming up, should be able to start getting some videos of shooting here pretty soon. So just wanted to give you guys a little update. Hope this video was fun and entertaining. Have a good day. And remember, shoot straight and shoot safe.